Allen Pounds. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show on our normal scheduled day, Wednesday night. Light news in the sports world today, but we're gonna get to it. NBA is getting ready to get into the playoff season, and we had news that Cade Cunningham is back tonight. And so the first thing I want to know is, where does that put the Pistons? Because they've been number one throughout the whole season. And so now I need to know, where does this put them in the Eastern Conference as far as the playoffs go? Because I said myself, when Boston made the move to get Vucevic and with Tatum coming back, I had them winning the East. But Cade Cunningham and the Pistons been number one in the East all year. So, Vic, where does the Cade Cunningham return put the Detroit Pistons?
Oh man, I mean, they still number one in the regular season, but going down to the playoffs, bro, I like the Celtics medal, bro. They got champions over there, they got some young studs over there, and I just said put them right behind the Celtics in the East to me.
Right behind the Celtics. So do you think conference finals?
Yeah, them and the Celtics to see who won't win the East. Conference
finals for the Pistons, according to Vic. Anthony. Cade Cunningham is back. They've been number one. They've been number one all year. He's playing tonight. It don't look like he got any minutes restrictions. Look like the lung is okay. Where you got the Pistons with Cade Cunningham back?
Man, I mean, they were 8-3 without him. They actually played really efficient without him on the court. So it's like your best player is out and you still doing good, still playing efficient. And like I said, he missed 11 games, like you said, but I just feel like Pistons, I mean, they're the team to beat. Of course, they're not to beat the Boston Celtics on that side, but man, I mean, you are in great contention, like as a Detroit Piston fans, if you got Cade Cunningham coming back, because they were looking upon it like he might miss the whole regular season. He might miss some of the first round. So for him coming back, and them also clinching home court advantage, man, this is like perfect timing. So hey, shout out to Cade Cunningham coming back. And Detroit deserving, man, because for a long time, these fans have been waiting for some basketball to come back in this city, but it's finally here for them. So that's dope.
I agree with you. I definitely think that with him being out, it gave some other players a step up, and they can actually have more players to work with when the playoffs come, because they've been playing without him anyway. That Jenkins got a backup point guard, was balling out a few games, so definitely gave some opportunities to some other players, and they can get with it. Brian, what you think? Cade Cunningham is back.
I mean, he was playing. He was playing like the MVP before he left, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, this only helps their chances. I'm with Vic. You know, I think the Celtics ultimately still probably the team to beat when it comes to the playoffs. But you know, they got a puncher's chance to come out of that East though. So and then I'm almost rooting for them to do it. You know, they're like underdog, grit and grind, Detroit style basketball is back.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing that team win it all.
And at the end of the day, we got to remember, the Pistons will have home court advantage if they meet. If the Pistons and Celtics meet in the conference finals, Detroit will have home court advantage. Anthony, do you think that plays a part? Do you think with the home court advantage that they can actually beat the Celtics?
I honestly do. I feel like it's going to be a closer matchup than people expect, because it's going to have to go 7 games no matter what. I mean, the Celtics, this is a team that's been to the championship, won a championship, had the veteran keys. I mean, we got to talk about Jaylen Brown, man. That man should be in talks for MVP. They haven't said it, but he definitely should be in talks for MVP for how good he's been playing. For them to even be second or third in the East with JT being out pretty much the whole entire season is exceptional. So I feel like Detroit on their side, it's going to be good for them to have that because they're definitely gonna need that 100% going against Celtics. But I feel like they could win. It's gonna be 7 games for sure. But I feel like they definitely win with the just the tenacity they play, the amount of tempo they play, and they just got some guys that are just hungry on that team, like just hungry, like guys that are just hooping, want to play and wanting to get a contender championship. So I feel like. Yeah, I definitely feel like the Pistons can win it all for that, but it's gonna have to be 7 games because Celtics are like that for real.
Hey, when
Same
you
thing with
talk
the Cavaliers as well.
when you talk about they got some dogs, they got the type of players that if you get in a bar fight, you want these guys on your squad. Like Isaiah Stewart always looking for a fight.
Man,
Doran is a grown man, and this is all it's not quite the Detroit Bad Boys, but they like a low budget Bad Boys team, with the Bill Lambiers and those type guys. Vic, home court advantage. How do you see a series going with Detroit having home court advantage?
I mean, bro, I always try to like take home court advantage for a grain of salt, bro, because when it boils down to you playing the same old team, the next game and the next game and the next game, adjustments gonna be made, and y'all really know each other.
right?
So it don't matter where y'all play at when the teams know each other. That's just my philosophy on a team like that. I mean, that would be much better for the Pistons though to get that crowd behind them. I would say that though to get that. To get that, to get that stadium behind them and just have that always in their back pocket. If it does go 7, just know the fact that they always will get a chance to win it on their home floor. But as we've seen in the playoffs, bro, every round, everybody loses home court. And next thing you know, it's a battle back and forth. Indiana, New York last year, both teams
Yeah,
kept losing home court to each other. Like, it's just like when it comes down to the playoffs, like I said, you playing the exact same team over and over. It's all about the matchups. It ain't really about the home. It ain't really about the home court. That's just my take.
I understand that, and I think with a team with championship pedigree like the Celtics, you can see them winning the game in Detroit and taking over home court advantage. So,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that veteran leadership, and we always know like teams that's on the come up like Detroit, usually they have to take their lumps. So I think they ceiling probably is conference finals this year, and then next year they add a piece or two. It'll probably be their year to get the whole thing.
And
Brian,
just
go
imagine
ahead.
just they get Jason Tatum going right now, and then like the second round, he really got his legs underneath him, and he's looking just like even 80% himself. That's a plus.
And I've been watching him lately. He's definitely moving better. I remember the first
he
game he played
is.
back. He was still favoring that Achilles. He was
Yeah,
like jumping, landing on one foot, didn't want to, jump on the other foot. Now he's moving a little bit better each game. So that's a great point by you, Brian. With Pistons home court advantage, man, how much do you play a part in that?
You know what, man? You don't want another malice in the palace, so I'm gonna go and give him the. I'm gonna give him the nod. I mean, Vic made a valid point. It could go either way. It probably don't mean as much as it once did, but for a young team like that to be able to play, to have home field advantage, that bodes well for them throughout the course of the playoff.
I can't wait to see when the playoffs start. We got a couple games left, still some position. Let me ask y'all this: anybody in both conferences that y'all think could upset someone? Brian, if you look at the East and Western conferences, any team that you think that can actually make an upset to the top 4 seeds?
Oh, top four. I might just go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Atlanta. Maybe I know they're not in the top four.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and say maybe Atlanta could upset somebody. And then in the West, I might even say Philly too. I don't think Philly's in the top, or they might be. They might be in the top four. But if
No, no,
not,
no.
Philly
That's
and
it.
Atlanta.
Philly, yeah, Philly is in the play-in at this moment. Yes.
Yeah.
And then in the West, I gotta look back at the West. I didn't look at the standings, but let me think real quick. Where Houston at in the West? I mean, I know
Houston,
they
Fifth.
look
Houston is
Fifth.
number 5, but I think if
so
they win a series, it won't be considered an actual
upset
upset.
for sure,
You
for
know what I
sure,
mean?
for
But
sure.
I'll give you some of the play-in teams, and you tell me which one sticks out more.
Okay.
You got Phoenix, the Clippers, Portland, Golden State.
Ooh, my goodness. Between Golden State can't be upset neither, man. But I'm gonna go
That
Clippers.
would be an upset. Jimmy Butler going for the season. Steph just
Okay,
not coming back. That was I
Yeah.
think
okay.
if they make it to the playoffs, and win a series, I think that would be considered an upset for sure.
All right. Well, I'll stay with the two teams in LA. I'll go Clippers, Golden State, probably
Oh,
to be upset worthy. Definitely, man. I just seen some clips of Kawhi today. I'm like, man, this dude is he's just different, man.
Yeah,
Smooth as butter.
yeah.
He just cold. But yeah, I think that'll be an upset if one of those two teams get their hands on somebody.
Anthony, what you got? East and West. What teams could upset a top 4 seed?
Hey man, Brian just said all my teams, man. Other than Golden State, I don't feel like Golden State gonna do anything other than that. But
Okay,
my Hawks, man, my Hawks are looking really good right now, man. I
okay.
mean, we won our last 17 out of 19 games, if I'm not mistaken. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, going on an absolute killer streak as of right now.
Yeah.
Nikhil Alexander Walker is out here looking like SGA 2.0. I
All right,
mean,
wait, time
just
out.
he is, he
Wait a minute.
is.
See, no, we're not doing that.
What?
We're not doing that. See, you went too far. We can't have that type of shenanigans. You said he looking like SGA. No, we're not doing that, bro. You almost got removed from the whole thing. Like you're not about to be saying stuff like that. Not SGA too, bro. You want to say somebody else? Don't say the MVP of the league. Vic, I'm coming to you, man. Give me your East and West team, bro. I don't know what it.
Brian already said it though, man, and they were playing kind of well, but you never know what you kind of get. The Hornets, you know what I'm saying? They were playing well at one time too, but they already touched on, like I said, Atlanta been the hottest team in the NBA, not just the East. They've been the hottest team in the NBA like the last, last month?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it'd probably be Atlanta and the Hornets. When the Hornets do play well, they have one on a nice little winning streak, and they had got themselves back in the contention. So, I would just say Hawks or the Hornets in the East. In the West, I don't know where they're going to end up at the end of the year, but where's Minnesota going to be like, what, 5th seed?
6.
6th seed. So, yeah, I can see Minnesota beating the team, beating the 3 seed in that 3-6 matchup in the first round. Just straight matchup. Yeah, Minnesota too.
You going last again. I'm gonna give you a chance to come back in, Anthony, but you going last because you lost your mind. I don't think you drink, but it sounds like you had something over there because you went off the rails. I'm gonna say this. I got Philly. I think if they healthy, if all of them are healthy, you got Embiid, George, Maxey, Edge come to rookie. If all of them are healthy, that's a dangerous matchup for anybody in the first round. And then in the West, I'm going with the Clippers. Kawhi, we seen him lead a team. Just get him in the playoffs. Let the Terminator start working. I think he's going to be a dangerous matchup. All right, Anthony, you back, man. Now don't say nothing crazy.
I ain't even get to finish because I was saying he's playing good. I ain't even get to finish about Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson been playing out his mind too.
All right, that's
cool. I was gonna compare him to something, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Watch the comparisons around here.
We gonna leave it alone, man.
Watch the comparisons, man.
I don't want to get kicked today, man.
Yeah, man. You wilding, bro. He said Nikhil Alexander SGA 2.0.
Yes, go look at the tape. He's been playing like that for real. He really has been playing like that. But no, Jalen Johnson won Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Been playing great. Hawks have been playing great. I love what you said, the Clippers, man. Kawhi Leonard is one of those players that can literally be on the couch for 2 months and then come back on the court and be the best player in the NBA. I mean, it makes no sense. He's defensively already great. We know that. He has long arms. He has a great vert as far as that. But man, he, like you said, he just plays so smooth. His mid-range, the way he plays the tempo of the game, it's just so smooth. So watch out for the Clippers, man. Watch out for the Clippers. And then definitely, like you said, the 76ers, man. My boy Paul George. Paul George is my favorite basketball player of all time. He is playing so good right now. Like, exceptionally good these past couple of games that he came back. So watch out for the 76ers. The only thing wrong with them is injuries. And that's it. That's literally the only thing that's stopping them is injuries. So if they can somehow stay healthy throughout these next 2 months, I mean, they can be a 7th, 8th seed or wherever they at right now that can make it to the Western Conference Finals. 100%. Without a doubt. I can definitely see it. Eastern Conference Finals.
Hold on. Who'd you say your favorite player of all time was?
Yeah,
Paul George. PG-13.
Hey, bro, he got to go last from now on, bro. Bro, this dude got
I'm
to
not
go
gonna be.
last from now
I'm
on
not gonna be mad
everything I
about that.
love, bro. Man,
I'm not
bro,
gonna be mad about
are
that.
Wow.
I'm
you
not gonna be
serious,
mad about
bro? This
that.
dude got to go
I'm
last
not
from
gonna be
now
mad
on,
about
You
that.
bro.
gonna
I'm
disrespect
not gonna be
PG
mad
like
about
that?
that. He a
Bro,
Wow, that's
PG
crazy.
fan. He
This
a
is the man
PG
that
wow.
fan.
came.
I'm not
This
mad
is the
about
man
that.
that came one game away from ending LeBron's career day. There, imagine he would have lost some
Bro,
pace.
you know what?
Imagine he would have lost some
I
pace.
always respect the others' opinions,
But
so you know what
He's
you
a
right.
young guy too.
But
He's a young guy.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
young,
yeah.
that's his
Okay, okay,
generation. That's his generation. I'm
okay.
not mad about that. The SGA was way more outlandish than the Paul George. Paul George I can live with, but the SGA 2.0 that was that almost got you kicked off the show. But we not gonna do that. But I'll say this: Paul George definitely was moving different. I seen it I think one of the last games he played, bro. He was looking like he's healthy, fresh. I know he got suspended, for some PEDs, I think. So I don't know if that's still in the system or what, but he was moving pretty good. He was moving pretty good, like he's healthy. So I definitely think Philly can make some noise if healthy. I want to move on to the Bulls, man. They said Bulls next GM must be sold on Billy Donovan. I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm not with it, man. I know people like Billy Donovan and say he this, that, and the other, but when I seen this article, bro, I started to look up his stats. In 5 seasons, he's 224 and 254. 5 seasons. One playoff appearance. You can't tell me that's all on the GM and VP. I'm not buying that. That's Billy Donovan all day. And then I said, why they got this type of loyalty to Billy Donovan, but you ain't had this for Tom Thibodeau. I know Tom Thibodeau had his limitations as far as the offense go, but Tom Thibodeau in the same 5 seasons, 255 and 139. 5 seasons, 5 playoff appearances. The fastest to 100 wins. Billy Donovan, 1 playoff appearance in 5 seasons. Y'all got to make this make sense. Brian, this don't make sense to me. Make it make sense because it don't make sense.
I mean, it's strange. It's strange. You normally don't see it, but I just think that I think they probably you can cancel that 5 years, man. You gotta just wipe that out, man. Because we know AK didn't equip him with the tools necessary to go any further than the play in. So, I don't know, Al. I can't really sell you on it because I'm a Billy Donovan fan, but my ties to him go back to Florida, not necessarily what he did with the Bulls. So, but I think if you banking on all of the things he did at his stops prior to here, you would like to be optimistic that he could do what's necessary. Because again, who want this job? What coach is gonna take the job better than Billy Donovan at this point, or with a better resume than Billy Donovan? So I
I
think
told you on the last show, Mark
you
Jackson.
did,
Yeah.
you did, and you know what? After I thought about it, I said the Bulls ain't gonna. Even as
They
much as you
not.
would love it,
Yeah, they
it
not
ain't
gonna do
gonna
it. Yeah,
happen.
that's
So
right.
outside of that, then Doc Rivers might be a higher gun if they will want him somewhere. But I mean, I don't know,
He
man.
is from Illinois, though. He do got some ties to Chicago, so I'm not mad at. I won't be shocked, but I don't want to recycle Doc Rivers again. I don't want that either.
No. So I think just on the coaching carousel, like we see NBA coaches now, Mike Malone going to college. So I think it's just a little, it might be a little slim pickings for the Bulls in terms of head coaching candidates. So I guess it might even be even more slim to find a GM that's going to pair with a coach that he didn't pick. So it's going to be hard to navigate through this like this, but I think you can still sell somebody on Billy Donovan, Josh Giddey, Montes Bucelis, and some other things. You
I
know
don't want
what?
no parts of it, bro. I know he did. He made a little playoff run at OKC, but I ain't like him in OKC. I remember him coaching, and I didn't like him in OKC. I have not liked him since he left Florida. In the NBA, I have not been sold on Billy Donovan. I know you said he ain't really had the talent. He had enough talent to be at the bottom of the Eastern Conference or something, bro. Like, I'm not buying it. Vic, what's your thoughts about Billy Donovan?
Yeah, I'm not really, like I said, his coaching style is best fit for college basketball. I've always said that about him. He's a good college coach. NBA coach, he is just average at best. Like the NBA is about making adjustments, man. It's an adjustment league, and he studied running out there doing the same things. I was like, man, y'all when y'all get a chance, go read the article that Ayo put out up there in Minnesota. Billy Donovan kind of chastised him about taking mid-range shots and all that stuff, and that's all I need to know after that. Yeah,
Wow.
told him that's not a good shot. Told him in between the free throw line and the 3-point line is not a good shot. He wanted taking all 3-point shots. just like all this old crazy new college basketball kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I grabbed from Billy Donovan. And the GM shouldn't be tied or sold to this dude. Like you said, he already had 5 years to basically show what he could do. Like, I mean, the Bulls have had worse rosters and been a little better. I get he dealt with the injury, but Lonzo Ball's injury shouldn't have just set the whole trajectory of that team back. And then on top of that, I'm just so glad they got rid of A.K. Eversley because they basically ran Lauri Markkanen out of town for Nikola Vucevic, was the craziest move ever. You know, they didn't get traded straight up for each other when Wendell Carter was in the trade, but you couldn't afford to pay Lauri after that anymore. So now you got to trade for DeMar. You got 3 shooting guards. Like they messed this roster all the way up, bro. It's just crazy. And now you are going to force the next GM because you think that don't nobody want this job. This is still a job that you can sell somebody. I'm sorry. I think they can get another coach. I just don't want to see no possibility Donovan anymore, though, bro. If you're going to go start fresh from the head coach, from the ownership, I wish, but if you can't do that, management on down to the coaches. Like Billy Donovan had 5 years. No other coach is going to get 5 years with these kind of results, regardless of what they're doing. If you was going to rebuild it, go through a rebuild you should be at the point to where you saw some kind of progress. Like we can see guys like Ayo, like I said, go to places down in Minnesota, and he looked so good down there. He looked good here, but guess what? Billy Donovan, he had to be the 7th, 8th man here. There were games that Billy Donovan was playing this man behind Isaac Okoro and other guards. I'm like, damn, bro, I get Kobe. I can see that, but I'm like, why Ayo is not really the first person off the bench all the time if he's not starting?
Yeah, that's terrible, man. That's terrible. The Ayo story, I didn't even hear that story, but that's terrible.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because today's NBA, a lot of coaches say that it's a bad product right now where they think threes or layups, and that's so stupid in my opinion. And this whole story reminds me of this. To your point, Vic, this is the 3rd biggest market in the country. This is still a top job in the NBA at the end of the day. And then this situation reminds me of the Chicago Bears when they kept being off. The GM and the coach wasn't aligned. And if you're going to force the GM to keep Donovan as coach, you're starting to get into that Bears territory. And Bears kept getting it wrong for plenty of years. It'll be overlapping coaches, the GMs, quarterbacks. Everything was not aligned. And you don't want to start that even in the NBA. And then another thing, when Tom Thibodeau had a D Rose injury, he still had them competitive. They played hard for him. And what I'm saying is the Bulls are not playing hard for Billy Donovan, and that's why he got to go at the end of the day. Anthony, how you feel about Billy Donovan?
I kind of like one of the things for the GM. I love the confidence for them to keep him and say that we're going to keep him. I love the confidence. Like he said, this is the guy we're going to build around him. If you're going to come in, we're going to build around him. I love that confidence for him. But at the same time, I just don't like the decision. Like I said, you gave that statistic about him being mediocre as far as his record, being mediocre as far as just the Bulls. Now, I'll give you one point. He didn't really have too much to work with. Respectfully, he did a little bit with Kobe White. He did a little bit with Vucevic. But, man, when you throwing out a lineup where there's 3 to 4 guards going against each other, it's like, how much more do you want them to get? Because he's not going to put out a 4th, 5th seed team like that. He's pushed out 8th seed teams, play-in teams. Yeah. He's done that before. So that's the thing. I really can't blame Billy Donovan for that. I really can't blame him for just the mediocreness all around in the Bulls organization. I feel like really right now, Billy Donovan could have been coaching in NCAA and probably got like 2 to 3 championships right now. Really, if he was coaching in college, he would be dominant. But he's in the NBA with a mediocre team, mediocre franchise. Like Vic said, scrap it completely. Just scrap it completely. Start fresh. Fresh DM, fresh VP, fresh coach, scrap it completely. That's what they should do. But hey, if that's what the GM wants to do, I mean, that's up to them.
You talked about the roster that he ain't had nothing to work with. You give Tom Thibodeau this roster, he probably can get that roster to the 6th seed. Some of the rosters that they had.
Yeah, I just hate that.
But look though, that's the problem. we always the 6th seed, the 10th seed, the
Exactly.
9th seed. It's time to be the worst seed, the 20, the bottom seed. It's time for some number one picks over here.
For
So
how
they
Yes.
can't.
long?
I'm saying at least you got to
5
start somewhere.
seasons?
You know,
5 seasons?
I think how it started. I think that was a better depiction of what you could probably get if you give Billy Donovan the pieces. He can but also let's just think about what he got out of Giddy. He got Giddy looking like an all-star. He got Montes developing looking good out there too. I mean, there are some cons. Trust me, I did see a bit of that mid-range story too, Vic, and I was surprised. But it's like, man, when this day in NBA is that's everybody philosophy. You know what I'm
That don't
saying?
mean it's right because it's
That don't
everybody's
that you
And,
philosophy.
and,
you
and,
you
and that
absolutely right.
and that's my problem right there in a nutshell. B, like you have to adjust to your personnel. We
Yes.
cannot we cannot talk crazy about other coaches who are given two separate lottery picks, and you got a chance to develop them off the bench. Like, bro, I give him all the credit for not developing Kobe White and Patrick Williams games to where they're at least NBA respectable consistently. Kobe White got talent. We all saw he's the Eastern Conference Player of the Month twice last season.
Oh
Back to
yeah.
back months before the end of the season. We were playing team again. We got blew out the first game. We got one playoff win under this guy. Like, what is it gonna take for everybody to see that he just didn't get the job done? Is he a good coach? Is he capable of being a good coach? Yes, absolutely. But not here. It's just not here. He doesn't
Yes.
he don't get it. He don't get it here, man. He don't get it.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. I
I
think
mean,
that
then you want to give him props for what he was doing at OKC. I mean, OKC had some top flight NBA talent when he was down there, like top flight,
he did. He did. He did. I'm not with
top
it.
10 guys, a couple of them.
I feel like we're gonna be bad for some more years. I'm curious to
I
see
don't
who
have
they
a
who they
problem with
get.
that. But get somebody coaching who gonna develop these young players, and we can see the players getting better. We can't see them just saying, "Oh, we got to pay you Patrick Williams and get this dude all this buku money based on potential because he ain't showed it because." We don't know why. Is he not good? We don't know. Be honest. We all get this dude a bad rap, but we really don't know what he is yet. We don't.
I want to see players play hard, man. I want to see players play hard for the coach, and I'm not seeing that, and that's my issue. If I see them playing hard and they're losing, cool, but they're not playing hard, and it's no progress being made with the Bulls organization. They've been in the same position the same 5 years, and it's time. It's time to go. But it looks like he's going to be able to stay at his discretion, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. But at least I want to see what they do with the gym. I want to see what name they come out, and if it's a qualified person that I can respect, then we give him another shot. But I'm just amazed how much loyalty they have to him based on his record. This is a production job. What are you producing? At the bottom, at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses. And according to the wins and losses, he should go. At the end of the day, 5 seasons, this is your record. You got to go. You can't tell me. I'm just saying. Tom Thibodeau. Like I say, he wasn't the greatest coach,
Don't do
but
it.
when you got players playing hard, super hard for you, and you can make lemonade out of lemons, that's what Tom Thibodeau did. That's what he did. And Billy Donovan can't do that, in my opinion. And if you can't do that, you have to have a loaded roster to show how good of a coach you are. That don't make you a good coach, in my opinion.
It's
So
not. It's not a
But
loaded roster,
I'm gonna
but
push.
man,
I want to push back just a little bit. Like it's certain types of players, and okay, baby, dang. I'm like, bye bye. Go ahead, jump for me. Okay, thank you. All right, now look, man. My
gotta
bad,
give
man.
him the attention. You
My
gotta
bad.
give him the attention,
But
man.
look. I think Zach Levine, DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, they never really been like
That's
hot,
talent to
hot,
me, though.
but
That's
but
talent.
hot,
Give
but
Tom
play
Thibodeau
hard,
those three players.
play hard type of. They probably be on the bench in Tom Thibodeau's team because they don't play no D. All three of them cats have probably been on the bench mob. But I
Yeah,
mean, I feel
yeah,
what you're saying, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I really don't know. That's the crazy part. We've never seen the NBA team do this. We've seen football teams do this,
Right,
but we've
right.
never really seen the NBA team do this. So it's like uncharted territory. And I really don't know. I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? I am worried. I am worried, just
Yeah,
to be transparent. So but I want to give Reinsdorf's son a little more credit because his daddy would have held on to both of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
he made a move. Maybe you stop the bleeding, and maybe we could just get an influx of young talent that plays the game the way that we want to see the game played.
Absolutely.
Because this guy AK couldn't hit it on nothing, and then every time Vic bring up marketing, I'll be like, man, look at the team, and then my man just AH just said a team full of four guards. When you think about what AK let go of from marketing, Wendell Carter and Gafford,
Yeah.
those were your bigs. Those were
Yeah.
your bigs. You didn't need Vucevic. You needed Vucevic to bring DeMar in, but if you ultimately didn't get nothing, you probably didn't even need DeMar. You know what I mean? Like you probably could have went Zach Levine and them guys and
Yeah.
maybe filled in and did it another way, but it was like he was just so gung ho on getting rid of the guys that Paxson had already drafted and
Right.
just bringing in his own veterans. He didn't bring that was the problem. He didn't bring in no youth.
Right.
Everybody he brought was like a 10, 12-year, 8-year veteran.
Yeah.
And now when it's all said and done, you don't got nobody behind them to soak up this game from these guys. So, it's just I'm just glad he gone. I mean, I'm with y'all. If you're gonna tear it up, tear it up. But let's just see what happens. Let's see. Hopefully the GM is somebody we can rally behind.
Right, and
And
Hopefully.
go
add
ahead.
on to that, like you said, like the coaching system is also hard because like you're scheming for your number one guy. You scheming for like maybe like Alonzo, and then he gets injured, and then okay, you're scheming for like a DeMar DeRozan. You're scheming for your star player, and they're literally the GM is giving you younger players, younger guards that I wouldn't say not. I'm not bad, but just doesn't fit the system. It's just like, where do you want me to put them? I already got my star guards. I already got my backcourt. Why? What am I supposed to do with these other two players that are good, that could possibly be good on another team? Respectfully, probably be a number one player on another team. But you're trying to get me to flow and mix into that, and it just wasn't working right. So like I said, I still don't feel like the Bulls should have kept Billy Donovan, but I don't feel like the fire or the backlash should be all on him for this. Like it really should not. It's
Well, he the
because
last
that's
one left, so all the
GM,
backlash
that's the
going on him now.
Bulls.
He the last one left. I'm giving them all the backlash. Vic, I read something that they said they even want Billy Donovan in more personnel decisions. I will say this: if he gets more involved with personnel decisions, great, because now he ain't got no excuse. If he making the decisions,
I like
getting the
that.
personnel, and
Right.
then he still stink, get him out of here. What you
I
think
like that.
about him making more personnel decisions, Vic?
Bro, it's just like they just like want to kick me while I'm down. It's like it's bad enough that he ain't get fired. They just like, man, now like you want to force the next GM to have a relationship. I mean, the next GM and VP to have a relationship. This is not their guy, and this is why they are the Chicago Bulls, and we are in the position that we are always in since the Jordan era. We are always, like you said, we are not in line with the coach and the GM and the guys being on the same page because we force feed everything.
Yeah, yeah,
But one thing we can agree on, this will be his one and final year, like to get it right.
Mm, mm,
This will
no,
be his. You think
mm.
so?
I,
no.
One and final year to get it right. You
I,
think?
I I thought
You
Vic
don't
was
think
gonna
so?
say this
You
is the
got more
seventh
years
nail
after
in the
this.
coffin right here. This is the seventh nail in the coffin. That's what I thought Vic was gonna say
I'm
that.
saying no. I'm saying like if he has a bad season, this is it for him. That's what I'm saying.
No, I feel you. I mean,
You
No,
think he's still gonna stay, even if
it,
he? Oh,
this is the
okay.
thing. When you off with the GM
mm,
and coach and all of that stuff, now this is gonna buy him more time. Oh, I just got a new
Okay.
GM. I gotta let the GM cook now. So that bought me at least two more seasons.
Okay.
That bought me at least two more seasons.
That is
So
true.
so
Because when I was thinking because you like you said in the Bears, like I was instantly thinking what's it called, Matt Everfluss, and how
yeah.
bad he had that one season,
Hey
and like
man.
that was
Hey
it.
man, see, you got
That's
to give me that
exactly what.
again, bro. We in the Ben Johnson era, and here you go bringing up Matt Eberflus, man. We don't like to
mm.
hear that name around here. We in a new era. We in the what's good, better, best area, and here you go talking about Matt Eberflus. Your strike two on you, Anthony. We Bears fans. We doing great right now, and here you go dragging Vic putting nails in the coffin, and here you go taking them out. We don't want that around here. Leave them people where they at. We don't want it. Brian, how you feel about Billy Donovan being more in personnel decisions?
I think any GM and coach relationship, they should have input on the personnel. Or I like this type of player, and as a GM, I think it's your job to try to cater to your coach a little bit if you can.
Yeah.
Still do your due diligence, but if they like a specific type of player, I think because we seen that's what happened with Tibbs in Chicago. He wanted a certain player and dude drafted somebody else. I think who was it or was it Billy Donovan wanted to anyway, somebody wanted somebody. I can't remember right now,
Yeah.
like Draymond Green. That's what it was. Tibbs wanted Draymond Green and somebody drafted somebody else. I can't remember who they drafted, but to make a long story short, I think that your GM and your coach should be in unison in certain play personnel decisions.
Well, I'll tell you this. I hope he do get more input on a personnel decision. That would give me more ammo to say why he needs to go. Give him. Let him pick his own players. Let him get his own dishes so he can burn the meal. Please, let him do it. Let him do it. I want to see it. I'm gonna move on. Geno has apologized again. A second apology. Anthony, you got another chance to redeem yourself. What you think about this second apology? This time he mentions Don Staley's name. It seemed like it was a more in-depth apology this time. Why do you think this happened? And are you believing this apology more than last time?
I'm definitely believing this one a little bit more last time. Because last time it was like he didn't, like you say, he didn't even mention her name. He didn't talk anything about her. This one is just like, okay, at least he took some time to reflect about it, think about what he said about with Don Staley, and this was like, okay, I'm at least try to put it out to the audience about what I felt and everything. But I still don't. It doesn't justify what he did. Like it doesn't justify what he did at all. Like it was really some BS like moves for him to crash out like that at all. Like that was really some BS. So, I mean, give and take. I mean, like he said, he had to do it. I commend him for doing a second apology, but at the same time, like it doesn't justify what he did. No.
Yeah, I don't like him overall as a person. I want him out the women's college basketball altogether. Go coach the man, bro. I just don't like his personality in a women's college basketball. I don't like it. It seems like he's like a bully sometimes, and I don't like that. So I would rather him, go coach some men. Go to the men's college basketball, go to the NBA, try to get a job. I feel like, he's winning all these championships. That's cool, but I just don't like his personality. Vic, how you feel about this second apology? Hold my bad. Let me take you off mute.
The same way I felt after the first ones, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same way I felt after the first one. It's just like, oh man, he's trying to save face now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just pointing out how ignorant he made himself look. Like nobody else calling you nothing. How ignorant he made himself look. You know what I'm saying? Doubling down, talking about y'all had a player with a torn jersey, with your own player torn the jersey, like you didn't even check, like you just this was you ain't had no choice. Like you so far gone, you really had no choice but to come out and do it this way. Like this was your only option.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think to your point, Vic, if he would have said I was wrong on this, I was wrong on that, he was more specific.
Yes.
He was like, oh, he really looked at everything he was wrong on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
He cut some corners with the apology. He didn't address everything, and that's what I have a problem with it. You addressed the parts of it that you wanted to address, but you got to address everything in totality, bro. You disrespectful all the way around. Like beginning, middle, afterwards. Like our whole thing about it, you just showed no class that day.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Vic, Brian, how you feel about the second apology?
Man, I don't. You should have got it right the first time. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I'm with you though, Al. I felt the same way though. Like something about him I never liked. Yep. Like, dude, I never liked it. I respect what you've done, but it's like you've always been this tough guy with these women. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. And I did this bully in this woman's arena. I would have liked to see him try his hand with the men at some point, it's time to go. You over there looking like Al Pacino. You know what I'm saying? Get your old butt on and go sit down somewhere. Let somebody else get some of that money, man. Yeah. Jeez Louise. But yeah, I don't. You shouldn't even. You got all in her face like that about a pregame handshake that she gave you. You petty, man. You're a poor loser. You thought y'all was gonna go have a perfect season, and your true colors showed again, man.
And this ain't the first time they done said this. They done said Pat Summitt had a problem with him. Like he done had a problem with multiple female coaches. And I think everybody's saying like his true colors are showing. this is who he is. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't lying on him. Everybody ain't lying on him. And you come with these apologies because it's a PR stunt. You know we in this feminist era too at the same time. It's like you already can't say too much because you don't want to offend the women, but you actually did something that offended a woman and the whole women's population. Like, bro, you acted like toxic masculinity. That's exactly what they be talking about. That's what you showed.
And
That's what you showed.
why you had to try Dawn out of all people too? Like,
Bro.
come on now. Like, this is the baddest, like, most stern woman that you could think about. Like as far as just in women's sports. Why you had to try Dawn out of all people? Like, and I feel like that's the reason why it's getting so much criticism because like we all messed with Dawn like that for real. I don't know why he had to do that.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people say this. They was like, he lost not only to a woman, a black woman at that. And so, would he have? I mean, this did happen. This did happen. It looks bad. I don't know if it's true, but it kind of looks like he had a problem with the woman, and then she's a black woman at that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Vic,
Man,
I'm gonna let you get the last word.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna say he got in her face like Hurley did the referee, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah, I'll just call it like you see it, bro, because that's what we all saw. That's what it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he just showed, like you said, chauvinistic traits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Geno Auriemma, you Don Staley, you down there, I'm up here, I'm this big deal, and I'm gonna do what I want to do.
That's what it looked like too. That's what it looked like. Geno, hey man, get your stuff. It's 2026, man. Black women ain't taking it. African Americans ain't taking it. We sticking up for Don Staley and the black women. We not having it. Not at
all.
Scripture of the day, Genesis 3. If you seen my videos today, you might already know. But I got some flack for my last video talking about Sarah and Abraham. I got some flack, bro. Had somebody give me some grief, was like, you should tell the whole story. Sarah was actually sacrificing herself to try for Abraham and all of this other stuff. So I see, like, you need to talk about the men, this, that, and the other. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get on the men a little bit today. So Genesis 3, this is when everything changed. This is when the fall happened. Now, don't get it twisted. Eve was the cause of all of this, right? Right? Eve the one got deceived. Don't get it twisted. But I will say this, if you read this scripture, Eve got deceived by the serpent. But if you look down at the bottom, it says she also gave some fruit to her husband who was with her. So the husband was there the whole time Satan was talking to Eve, and he let it happen. And it reminds me, I compare Satan to telemarketers. If you ever had a telemarketer call, they usually want to talk to the woman because they can kind of, maneuver and try to convince them they need this product. And I can just imagine the man like standing behind the tree like, oh, I wonder what they talking about. Instead of shutting it down as a man, you wouldn't let nobody just come up to your woman and start talking to him. And I feel like this is what Adam did in Genesis 3, 1-6. And this is the thing where men, we got to stand up and be the protector over our women. And he didn't protect Eve. He let Satan talk to her. She ended up being convinced by what he was saying. She ate some fruit, gave some to her husband. He's sitting there right there looking at it. He ate it. And then that's where sin came in. And this is why we're here right now. This is why we are born into sin, because of Adam not protecting Eve when Satan was talking to her. So Genesis 3, 1-6. I hope the women are happy. I got on the mail today. We got to protect our women, even though the woman got deceived. She knew she wasn't supposed to do it. But as a man, we got to protect our queens, man. So Genesis 3, 1-6. That's the scripture of the day. Remember, please, I have an event coming up. Y'all gonna hear it every day, all day. I need y'all to come out, man. It's going down. I'm going to do a karaoke song, so I'm still working on the song. I'm giving y'all Bible scriptures. If y'all pay attention, some of these questions might be on my Bible trivia game. We're going to do some Bible trivia. How well do you know your Bible? We doing that. So this is for all the believers. If whatever church you go to, we should all be able to come together as a body and have a good time, man. So karaoke, games, bingo, gospel bingo, your best gospel songs. We're gonna give away prizes, all of that stuff, man. Vendors, food, all of that stuff is gonna be there. Tickets are on sale right now. Click the link, get your tickets now. It only can have about 200 to 250 people. I know a lot of churches. I'm hitting them all up. So once the tickets are gone, you got to wait to the next one. So go get them right now. Talk to your significant other about a karaoke song you're going to do and come out and hang with your boy. Anthony is already confirmed he will be in the building.
That's
Brian, you convinced me that you can do a karaoke song. I need you to talk with your lady and y'all come up with something. Next time I see you at work, man, I need you to have something for me, bro.
All right, I got you.
Vic, I need you in the building too. I need my homies in the building. I need y'all significant others in the building. I need y'all friends, your family, your mama, your cousins. Bring them all out. Bring them out to the hangout, man. For sure. Remember, tickets on sale right now. Go to Eventbrite. Just type in a hangout. It'll pop up. Tickets, little bit of nothing. Y'all spend that on food, which y'all would buy a ticket. So go get your tickets now. Remember, if you got somebody you know that got a business, want to promote on the show, reach out to me. We can make that happen. Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, IG, TikTok, clips, all that stuff. I got 18 holes in today. I got the Allen Powell's Golf Polo. If you're into the golf, holla at me. If you support the show and you want to rock some Allen Powell's on the golf course, holla at me. Hats, all of that good stuff. Appreciate my guys coming through again. And other than that, we're going to see y'all next week. Same day, same time. And it's going to be locked and loaded. We'll catch y'all next week.
We lock and load. Allen Powell's. It's the Allen Powell Show. Yeah.